In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to create a contact form just like this in your Elementor website. And in this contact form, we are going to use the very famous Contact Form 7 plugin for WordPress. Let's get started. First, we have to be logged into our WordPress website, and we are going to open up any page, or we are going to create a page with Elementor. And we'll just add a new page, and I'll name this page Write As Publish. And then I'll open this page with Elementor. Now here we have our page opened up with Elementor. Let me just use the layout for full page width from Elementor. Now at the moment we are going to install our Contact Form 7 plugin by going back to the dashboard, come over here to plugins, add new plugin, and we'll look up for our Contact Form 7. It shows up right here. At the moment it has over 5 million active installations. Simply install and activate. I already have it activated, and once it's activated you come over here, or it will show up right here in the main dashboard menu. So I click over there, and boom, here I have a default contact form that comes already created with the Contact Form 7 plugin. So now we can easily come over here to the edit options, and we can set up the name of our contact form, how we are going to receive the emails from our contact form. This can be your admin email for your website, or basically your other email address. And then here you have to add the administrative email for your website, or from which email your emails will be sent from. And this is the subject, and all these other settings right here. Those you add them from here in the form builder by clicking any of this option, and then you can add it right here to your contact form. For example, I can add checkboxes. I can make them either required or not, and I simply insert the checkbox tag right here. Okay, now it is up here, so I can simply move it to any section of my Contact Form 7, just like this. And then I have the checkbox option added to my Contact Form 7. However, in this case I don't want to add anything. I have my submit button, my text area where someone types the message, the labels in case I want to show them, the email label, and also the name option. Under here we can set up our notification messages, if the message is successful, if the message has failed, if the message or there is an error that requires validation, and a lot more other options right here. You can change this text to any text that you want to reflect over there. Once you are done, you simply hit the save, and here under the additional settings you can add some custom code to your Contact Form 7, but in this case I'm going to leave everything at default. Now I come back to my Contact Form 7. We have now two options. We can either use the shortcode to display a Contact Form 7 in our Elementor website, or we can basically use another plugin to display the Contact Form 7 form on our website. However, if you use the shortcode to display the Contact Form 7 on your website, you won't have the options to style up your contact form just like this, having this kind of fields. You'll basically have a default contact form. For example, if I had here a new section, I make it a full width, then I come over here, I search for shortcode widget, I simply drag the shortcode widget to my canvas, and then I add my shortcode. I simply say apply. I have my contact form right here with a name field, email field, subject, the message, and the send option. This is good and it works pretty fine. However, I'm unable to style it up to suit what I have just right here. So how can we style it up to this extent? So now we are going to come back to our dashboard. I'm going to delete this widget that we added using the shortcode. I'll simply update this page. Then we are going to come back here to our dashboard, come to plugins, where we're going to add a new plugin. And the plugin we're going to add is called HTMaker Addons. It's a nice plugin that comes with a bunch of free widgets that you can use in your Elementor website for free. So in this case, we have it over here. It at the moment has over 20,000 active installations. I have it already installed and activated. The same you should do. Once it's activated, it will show up right up here. So when we come over here to HTMaker Addons and come over here to elements, you realize that there are a couple of elements that you can use for free in your Elementor website. If you don't need to use any of these, you simply can toggle and deactivate all of them. so that you deactivate them and then they don't cause a lot of load time on your website when you are not actually using them. However, in this case, I'm just going to leave everything on default, and I am going to come here to my Elementor page. First, I'm going to reload the page. I'm reloading the page because I just installed another plugin and I want the changes to reflect on my new Elementor page. Once the page reloads, I'm going to come over here now to my widgets area and I'll search for contact form. Now when I search for contact form, it will show up right here a contact form widget having the HT logo. I'll simply drag it over here to my canvas and boom, now I have the option to style up my contact form. I have style 1 up to style 6, but first, before we choose the styles, let's first choose the contact form we want to use, which is contact form 1. There can be a number of other contact forms based on what you created in the contact forms plugin. So I simply select my contact form, and now here I can choose different stylings for my contact form like this. Everything is centered. This is style 4, style 5. I have style 6 too. And now here I can come over here to the styling options and I can choose to align everything to the left. Now we can even make changes to everything here, but before I continue, let me first add a background color and also a little bit pad our contact form. So I'll come here to the main section, then I'm going to come to the layout and I'm going to pad it around something like this. Then I'll come here to the column, come to the advanced option, and I'm going to add some padding to the top and bottom. Let me make it 120 top bottom, or I can simply make it like 70. And then come here to the style options, come to the background. Now we're going to add a background color to our column section that is holding the widget itself. So I'll come here to the gradient and I'll come here to the first color, then I'll add a custom gradient, something like that. Then now I am going to come here to the angle option and I'm going to change this to something like 50. Shows like it's coming from this side. And now this is the beauty. If you're using the widget from HTMaker add-ons, you have all these options for styling up the background. And now we can even style up for each individual section right here. For example, here, the label option, I can change the font color to white, like you see now it has changed. Then I can also change the font size here, or I can even change the style to normal, and I can even change the font weight to bold, something like that. Then now we can even make changes to our button by coming over here to the button option, and we can change the text color to any color we want, but in this case I want to leave it to white. But the background color, I'm going to change it to something like that. And maybe we can increase a little bit on our button text size, something like this. And on hover, we want that it shows up another color. Come here to the option for hover background color. I'm going to choose differently another color, something like this. And the text color, I want it to stay complete white. Now, if you want to make changes on the input text, what appears right here, you simply come over here to the input and you can make changes to your input height. You can still make changes also to the background of your input. I prefer it to be white, and even the typography of what your input will look like, the size of the font, even the color of the font. For example, if it's green, something of that sort. I prefer it to be black. And you can even do a lot more other settings on only the input section, like the padding, margin, border radius, and a lot more. The same for the text area, which is this one here. You can change the background color, typography, and all that stuff. Now, once you are done styling up your contact form, you simply hit update. And when you come over here to pages, I'm going to come to my pages section, and I am going to come and look up for our write as here, and I will open up that page. you realize that now we have our contact form showing up right here. This is beautiful, I like it. When we compare it to the other contact form that we had created earlier, which is on the contact page here, so you realize this is write us and this is contact page. You realize that there is something similar. We created the gradient and the name, labels, and the input fields, something like that. Same here, looks a little bit different, but really looking nice. Okay, now let's test our form. So on our new page that we created, so in this case I'm going to send this form. So my name is Hamza, my email is @outlook, then the subject I'm going to say testing form, and I'm going to say kindly respond to this email, and then I'm going to send. Now once you send, this is the notification that will show you once the email is sent successfully or once the message is sent successfully, and this is the information I showed you under the notification section of your contact form that you can always make changes to. Now you simply have to wait a little bit so that you receive an email from your website, because now we are testing and we are testing our contact form. So finally our email shows up right here, and it is coming from this email that we set up in our contact form 7 settings, and we can reply to this email, and this is the person who sent it and the subject and the email text or the email content, and it was sent from this website. That's how you can add a custom contact form 7 to your Elementor website, and you are in position to style it up to any way that you want. In case you have any questions or comments about this tutorial, please let me know down in the comment box below. Otherwise, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel for more of these other videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.